Hey. So this video is titled Planner Chat. It's going to be a little planner chat and a little bit of what I picked up from Hobby Lobby. I know you guys have been seeing everybody's like really big hauls from Hobby Lobby because they have marked down a lot of their planners and crafting items. Disclaimer, I only visited one Hobby Lobby. There is a Hobby Lobby that's actually across the street from me. Like not directly across the street, but like 8 minutes away. So I did stop in there and I went with a purpose. I saw a few of the hauls that a lot of the planner babes use, or I feel like we're kind of old to be saying planner babes, but a lot of the planners that I watch on YouTube, and even some that I usually don't, but I noticed their videos. So I kind of had an idea as to which planners would be marked down on clearance. Some people were able to find sticker books, craft items. For me, I just went in and got planners. My list was I wanted the Crocodile Punch for spiral notebooks and the coil binding for spiral notebooks. And I also wanted the craft tools, the X-Acto knife and the scissors that a lot of people found for like 62 cents. My Hobby Lobby didn't have any of those. They didn't even have the Crocodile Punch. They did have some of the binding. They only had 2 packs of it. Both of them were black, and they were both the larger spiral binding, so that was kind of a fail. None of the craft tools were, like the scissors, the tweezers, none of that stuff was on clearance, or they hadn't marked it down yet. I'm not going to say it wasn't on clearance, but when I went through the aisles, they were like pretty much putting new things out. So it may be that I got there late and people already cleared out all of the things. I did not peruse the jewelry section. My Hobby Lobby has like a wall of clearance items that they kind of lump everything together. There was an abundance of planners. No sticker books. I didn't find any sticker books on clearance. Some of the Paper Studio Agenda 52, like the accessories, if you use the 6-ring binders, a lot of that stuff was on sale, but I don't use those. So what I also wanted to pick up was I wanted to pick up planners for next year, and also I wanted to try out some different layouts this year because I've come to realize that I am going to be a multiple planner / notebook person. So I wanted to get the items on sale in case I didn't necessarily like them. So I was shopping for a neutral dashboard layout, a vertical layout that had some type of lines in it, and a horizontal layout as well as a monthly. So I was actually able to, and I did want the Cenote planner that had the frosted cover and the blue metal disc. My Hobby Lobby didn't have that one. So in my mind, I had looked on the Hobby Planner website, so I saw which planners had the layouts that I wanted. So I was kind of looking for those, like the covers. They had one, but I ended up not even getting it and getting a different design. But I did get all the layouts that I wanted. I also picked up this big planner for my girlfriend. She uses a big, and anytime I can find one on clearance or a super sale, I pick one up and I redate it for her for the next year. So I'll just redate this one and then just send it out to her. I'll ask her if she wants the disc or if she just wants the guts Sometimes she keeps them and then just kind of puts them on the bookshelf intact. Sometimes she'll take the disc off and reuse the disc or the cover. So I'm going to ask her. I did like these discs, and because I did like these discs, I opted to get a planner that also had these discs as well, in case she wanted the full complete planner. This is a 12-month planner. It's from this year. It is a vertical layout. The layout is neutral. The cover says good things will happen. It was $8.74. They did also have some of the 18-month planners, but I felt like this cover and these discs were more her style versus the one that was the 18-month. The 18-month was also a vertical layout, but it was a lot more colorful, and I feel like she leans more towards the neutrals and the metallics than like the really bright colors. So I thought that this would be good for her, and she likes the vertical layout. Now, this is the vertical layout that has the shading on Saturday and Sunday. I don't think that that will matter to her, but just in case. I'm not going to open this up and do a flip through of it because it is an older planner. I'm sure you guys have seen it. The other thing I picked up, and I made sure that while I was picking things up, because a part of me was even tempted to buy multiple planners of the same layout, but I had to ask myself every time I picked up a planner, what am I going to do with this planner? Do I have a plan for it? Because if not, I do not need any more planners just sitting on a shelf with no purpose. And I don't even think I did like a whole introduction. Hi, my name is Tawana, aka Miss.com. I do a lot of planner chats, some plan with me's, and kind of easing into this whole YouTube thing. So sorry about that. Kind of just started getting right into the gusto with it. So I picked up this 18-month faith planner, and this has those glittery discs, so I can keep these discs for myself. I wanted a layout that had the sections and lines, so it was between the wellness and the faith planner, and I started to pick up both, but I was like, Tawana, you don't need both. You only need one or the other. So the faith planner, this particular faith planner, won out. I picked this one because it's 18 months. It's $8. It was $8.74. I like the discs, and the discs themselves is worth the $8. The cover, Grow with Grace, is a cover that I can use for one of my friends that I make a planner for every year. She loves my planner spreads with all the decorations and everything in it. She just will not sit down and do it herself. So what I started doing was actually making a planner for her. And then her planner for this year, I actually made out of like all my planner guts that I had left over. So all of the layouts were different. So there were, like, she may have 2 or 3 months of like the dashboard, 2 or 3 months of the horizontal, 2 or 3 months of the wellness, 2 or 3 months of this, and 2 or 3 months of that. So you get the gist of it. So this cover I think will be perfect for her. She's a principal. It's colorful, but still yet sophisticated. Growing His Grace is a message that's not overly religious for, work or anything like that, and is still motivating. So I really did like this cover for her. So the cover will be going to her. The disc I may keep and just put a different set of discs on here. The guts we are going to share. So again, this is 18 months, so it runs from July 2022 to 2023. The reason why I opted for the faith layout versus the wellness layout is because the covering would be minimal. With the wellness layout, it has words all the way across for each day. And then it also has headers on each section. With the Faith Planner, all I have to do, if I just wanted to be very easy, is just throw a washi strip over top of each of these 3 headers. I like this design because I do big 3. So in the morning, after I work out, before I start my 9-to-5 job, I have like my big 3. These are the 3 things that I need to get done before I even start work. So I like having this box and just the 3 bullet points already there. So that's why I opted for this layout versus the wellness layout. I'm trying to think, do I have? I probably do, but I'm not going to hunt for it. That's why I opted for this one, and I will show you now. The currently page, can you even see that? Okay, the currently page on this one may or may not require decorating. So the side says prayers and thoughts, which I actually would leave, and then set a faith-filled intention. Remember simple blessings, recognizing God's hand in. These you can leave as a reflection page for yourself, or washi tape, a box where you can write in a new header, some flowers. There are a multiple of ways that you can do this, but this layout is probably one of the ones that's easier to convert because it's going to be minimal covering. I mean, of course, we're going to be doing the redating, but depending on how I feel, we may do the cheat redating. The cheat redating is looking at the calendar and being like, okay, March 1st is on a Monday. Which one of these starts on a Monday? And picking that particular month, and then all you're doing is changing out. I'm not going to be able to find an example because nobody likes me. No. Okay. So what you would do is you would take, so let's say July 2024 starts on Thursday the 1st. We wouldn't have to redate the calendar. The only thing we would do is take a sticker and cover up where it says December and the year and change the tab. Or we could leave the tab the same, and then we would just be swapping out the rest of the days of the week. So we would only be covering this page where it says November and December and just making it July. Or if you have, like me, if you have a ton of stickers and you want to try to use all of the stickers, we just simply go through and redate. What I like to do is with the verticals, I like to use either flowers or washi tape over top of the numbers, or white the numbers out and then put the number over top, and the days, and leave the days of the week as they are. So that's why I purchased this layout. The dividers aren't super, some of them, like this is love one another, John 13:34. They're not, I don't want to say super Bible thumping, super religious, praise God from whom all blessings are from. Some of them are a little more religious than others. Start each day with a grateful heart. I think that's just a good message. Hope. I did not look at the dividers. I was just worried about the guts of it. For we walk by faith, not by sight. So they actually, to be honest with you, I'm not even super religious, but they picked good ones. Faith changes everything, and rejoice always. Some of these, for the most part, a lot of these, it doesn't matter what religion you are. If you're a spiritual person or you just like motivation, the dividers are going to be fine. Have faith in your journey. So far, I really only see 2 that may be, you're like, I'm not sure about. Therefore, exhort one another, build each other up. So And then this one just says faith, grace, and peace. So I think life isn't about creating yourself. It's about discovering who God has created you to be. So really three were Bible verses. So yeah, that 1, 2, 3. Walk in truth. 4, by the grace are you saved through faith. 3. Put God first. So out of the 18 months, 4 of the months do have dividers that reference God. I don't think that that's bad. You just want to make sure if you're purchasing this type of planner for a gift for somebody else, you want to make sure that they are comfortable with it. I think even if you're purchasing this planner for its intended purposes, faith, and you may not read the Bible or be a Christian or anything like that, I think that it's still doable by just either covering up those 4 dividers or swapping those 4 dividers out with another set of dividers that you may have. So I think that it's still doable. For the $8.74 for a read date, it's going to work for my purposes. So this layout, I'm going to actually, some of these guts will go into the planner for one of my friends, and some of the pages, some of the months I'm going to be using for myself. So that was a win. So I have 4 planners that I am going to be making for friends for 2024. So every planner that I purchase with that in mind. Am I going to use any part of this? And are these planners, either the covers or the disc or the style of the layout, what any of my friends use? So that's this one. And then I picked up a monthly because I actually want to use a monthly layout for my social media and marketing. I realized that that's not something that I want to or I need to keep in my catch-all planner. So that is going to be its own specific planner where I'll write out all my sales, my email campaigns, IG posts, all of those things in one particular space. So that is why I purchased this monthly layout. This is a 12-month. The pink discs are plastic. I like the peachy discs, but I'm not sure. I think these peachy discs will probably go to a new home. I'll probably use these discs and this cover for one of the planners. And I'll just be using the guts. Now, this one is a undated planner. And it is the monthly layout. It's the Hello Homebody. So it does not have the perpetual calendar in there. Don't put your happy life. Don't put off your happy life. So neutral layout. This is why I wanted the monthly. Because I like these sheets. So these are these are sheets that you can use for your monthly goals. So this I have a plan for, because it'll be helpful for what are my top marketing goals? What are my top priorities? Here we have space to actually write it out. Am I doing the things that I need to do to actually meet the goal that I set? And then I like the habit trackers because I have been slacking on posting on social media. I'm revamping my online store Instagram, so that one is pretty much a whole haul. So I'm definitely going to be using these trackers to track my posting on Facebook as well as Instagram and email. I want to get into TikTok. I think I've posted like 3 videos and I just kind of fell off from there. Now, these are the pages that I'm going to be more than likely giving up. These, so you get the checklist, I call them checklist sheets. So you get this one, you get both sides of these, and then you get the note pages. And then the currently page is just plain. All of these pages I'll probably be including in my one girlfriend who's a principal's planner, just so she can have these in her planner. She actually liked these. I had some of these that were a little bit more colorful. She actually liked these to write out to-do lists, notes for meetings, things that she had to delegate. So she actually had a use for these pages. So they will go to her. And I believe that this is an older one. So most of the dividers are that kind of floral look. I'm gonna be honest with you, I don't really care about the dividers that much. I'm not like, I mean, I see some and I'm like, oh, they're great, but I'm not like, ooh, I don't like that divider, I gotta swap it out of my planner. No. It doesn't matter. For me, it's more about what are the guts, am I going to use it? And then you have that last note page in the back. And I'm not a big floral person anyway. So 2 more. The other one that I picked up, this is going to be the dashboard layout. Now the dashboard layout has had a lot of revamping over the year. This is a 18-month planner. It was $8.74. It runs from July of last year to December of this year. So this particular layout, I was debating if I wanted the original, I guess you can call it the original dashboard layout. If I can open up the weekly page that has the 4 blocks versus the 1 long block and then the 2 short blocks. To be honest with you, it didn't matter to me. I have used the layout with the 1 long list. I actually prefer the 4 blocks. I know people are like, oh, I don't like the 4 blocks. It's not my jam. It's not my juice. I actually disagree. I like the 4 blocks. The 4 blocks help me kind of decipher what I had going on, and the things that I needed to do for different aspects of my week. Like with the 4 blocks, I was really able to like break down what needed to be done for work, what needed to be done at home, any of the kids. So I like the 4 blocks and I like the neutral layout. These pages I'll be using for myself. I am going to put a couple of these months in one of the other planners that I'm going to be giving out. The cover and the disc probably will be one of the planners that I'll be using. So out of the planners that I've shown so far, I already have the disc and the cover covered for the planners that I'm going to be creating for folks. I do have some other dashboard layouts, but they are not completely neutral. Like I have the I think it's like Wild Style, where it has the animal print going down the spine. So it was good to have some that are actually neutral. So this planner, the purpose of me purchasing this one is the guts, and I'm going to be splitting up and redating the months for myself and one of the other planners that I'll be making for a friend. The cover, I feel like I have this cover. I feel like I'm I don't know, a part of me wants to keep this cover, but because I use like the deluxe covers, I probably will end up using this cover as one of them. So I bought 4 classic size planners. This was the other one that I picked up as well. It's a horizontal layout. I like the colors in this, and I like the simplicity of the design and the message. This will be in an amazing year. But between the 4 classic size that I purchased, 3 of them will be covers. And then I think I have gold discs already, so the covers and the discs will probably be automatically used for the planners that I'll be creating for my friends. So I picked up the horizontal layout because actually this is the layout that I started out with when I first started planning, was the horizontal layout. And I did not have a lot. I had a few horizontal sheets, but I actually used the horizontal sheets that I had in a planner that I had made for one of my friends. So I figured I would pick this one up. It was $8.74. It's an 18-month horizontal layout. The cover is the same design on the back without the words. Oh, it actually has the polka dots on the side. So this cover probably, even though I do like the front of it and I like the message on it, it's probably a cover that I will be using to make the other planners. Now, I don't remember what the inside of this looks like. I think it's neutral, but we're going to find out together. So, put that in the trash. Now, because this is a 18-month planner, we are going to get the 2022 to 23 and then the perpetual calendar. Okay, so this is pretty, so I did really good with picking the neutral ones. I wanted to pick up some of the neutrals. I know Happy Planner had went away from doing a lot of neutrals, and looking at their some of their like sneak peeks of their release, it looks like they're moving back into the neutrals. But for $8.74, because I have the 18 months, some of these pages I'm going to test out to see if I can combine the horizontal pages along with the first 2 pages of the monthly layout to create my social media marketing notebook / planner. So it's going to be, I'm going to be making plans in there, but it's also a lot of it is going to be note pages as well. So that was the reason why I picked up the horizontal, and because I don't have any horizontal sheets. One of the girls that I made the planner, one of the ladies, trying to stop saying girls, one of the ladies that I made a planner for made a note that she liked the layouts that had the lines. So I'm going to ask her, hey, do you like the lines on the vertical, or do you like the lines on this particular layout? And what I'll do is, if she like, oh, I am strictly a horizontal person, I will do her whole planner out of the horizontal layout. If she likes having the versatility in the layouts, then, you know, I'll mix and match. But this gives me enough months to kind of play around with. And the dividers are colorful. They're, you know, they're kind of girly. Okay. But not, you know, too over the top. And then this has the currently page that is blank, and it just has 3 boxes. Some people like this style of a currently page, some people don't. Me personally, I like it just because it allows you to make this page whatever you want. You can have this page as a pre-prep for the month coming. I've done that. I've done it as like the months that I travel, like things that I remember, best moments of this particular month. So in a way, I kind of like it blank like that. Bold, brave, and kind. Always believe in your wildest dreams. So it's easy to go overboard when Hobby Lobby and Joann's and Michael's are having all of these great sales, and then you have the new releases coming and everybody wants all of the new things. So FOMO is a real thing. My best advice is to, when you pick up a planner or a sticker book or anything like that, think to yourself, how am I going to use this? Am I going to use this within the next 6 months? And do I think that I can probably get it somewhere else or later on cheaper? So for me, of course, we're not even halfway through the year yet. So purchasing, old planners that I'm going to have to redate, I'm probably could have waited until closer to the end of the year. This is the reason why I did not wait until closer to the end of the year. I've noticed that at the end of the year, they still mark down the planners, but they're usually marked down slightly higher than the $8. I think the last year when I bought them, I did pick up a couple when Happy Planner was doing like buy one get one, but with that sale, I still ended up paying $10 for each planner plus the shipping and handling. And going through the planner section at my Hobby Lobby, I very much feel like they are going to start reducing the amount of planners that they have. It is literally not even a whole aisle. Like, it's one side. So you know how usually you have the two sides on the aisle and both sides may have planner items. It's literally like the first aisle, that the left side is just the planner items. And then I've even noticed them adding other craft items at the end of that aisle. So I'm really kind of thinking that the Hobby Lobby closest to me is probably going to reduce the amount of planner items that they are ordering. And it may be because they're just not selling like that compared to some of the other things. But that was my reason for going ahead and picking up 5 now. Also, I know I have some no spends coming up, and I also know that I have vacations planned towards the end of the year. So kind of having that extra money to just spend on planner items is not something that I am budgeting for. So it was in the budget to go ahead and use it and purchase them this week. And it does give me a chance to kind of go through if I want to change anything in my particular planner. Now I have months that I don't have to redate. So if I wanted to try a horizontal for one of the months this year, I can just pull one out of here and not have to worry about doing a redating. I don't keep the full year in my planner. I usually only keep 6 months at a time. So February is over. So once February was over, I pulled out February, put it on a separate set of discs, and then added in July. So that's kind of how I keep my planners right next to me. I can show you. So let me see. So and see, like, I don't keep the front cover. I just use that deluxe cover in there. So I have a small daily section for daily sheets or when I have a lot going on. And see, right now, my planner, I only have March to July. So I can show you that. It doesn't matter. So March is going to be a dashboard layout. I think April is a dashboard layout. And see, I kind of got tired of the animal print. So what I ended up doing was swapping out the rest of the weekly pages with blank. I had undated dashboard pages that were neutral. So I just swapped them out because I was like, I'm a little tired of the animal print. And then May I have the dashboard layout. Did I just move all of these to dashboard? And then June, I put in a vertical. And then July is the animal print dashboard, which I probably will pull this month of July out and swap it either with a vertical or a neutral dashboard. But that's what the other planners are for, is so it kind of makes it easy just to swap them in and out. This year, I didn't have to do a lot of redating for, I don't think I did any, this year I didn't do any redating for my personal planner because I had enough pages, because I had bought 18-month planners. I had enough pages for the 2023 where between the remaining planners that I had, I could swap out and have enough for 12 months. If that's what your goal is to do, then I would tell you to wait until like the fall winter release and see if they have any of the 18-month planners left over that's going to be released this month. So the new 18-month planners are going to be released in March. Probably around like November, December, you'll see those 18 months go on sale, because the first 6 months you're not going to be able to use, but a lot of them will go on sale. Depending on what's going on with the market, I don't know if you'll be able to get them at $8, but you'll definitely be able to get them at least between, $10 and $13, more than likely. But that is one way as well. If you're like, oh, I don't want to sit down and do the redating, wait until the next set of 18 months calendars come out and then redo it. I personally didn't wait because 2 reasons. Like I said before, I have a ton of stickers. I need to use the stickers. Redating and covering things up is a way for me to actually use the stickers. So that was just kind of my reasoning for doing that. But this was a little chatty. Well, probably a lot of chatty. Let me know if you're purchasing any planners, or if you're purchasing any of the sticker books, or if you found any great deals at Hobby Lobby, and if you just pick them up because you strictly want the disc and the covers, or do you usually have a plan for the guts as well? And if you purchase them for just the disc and the cover, what do you guys do with the guts? Let me know. I'm always looking for ideas. So you guys, thanks for hanging out with me. I appreciate it. Don't forget to watch some of the other videos that are on this playlist if you enjoy these. Also, let me know, do you guys like the Project Stash Down videos? Because I feel like I need to get back into doing Project Stash Down, just because I don't want to accumulate too many things. You guys have a great day. Peace and blessings to you all.